Many times we don't know the value of what we throw away, and corn silk is one of those things. In my herbal practice, I've recommended encapsulated form of this wonderful herb to soothe the irritated urinary system. Hi, I'm Mary Bourne, traditional naturopath. I love sharing natural remedies with people. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years because they work. They work on humans and they work on animals. So in the corn silk, we are talking, yes, about that probably dreaded by some people because it's so difficult to remove from the corn kernels themselves. But you want to just throw away the brown part and then strip away the lovely, silky, blonde part and set it aside. And then while your corn is cooking, however you steam it or boil it, then what you want to do is, let me get my, there we go. Then you can make the silk water. Now, make sure the corn is grown without pesticides because you really don't want to be getting the pesticides out of the corn. So organic is preferably homegrown if you know what neighbor has put in theirs using neighbor's corn, but simply by setting aside this wonderful silky part is going to benefit you in many ways. So put on the stove in some, cover it with water, let it come to a boil, then turn the heat down to simmer for just 15 minutes. Now, at this point, you can have dinner and then come back to it, but you want to strain it and get rid of the silk. At this point, you can just compost the silk or toss it. So you can drink it as a tea at this point. It's very mild in flavor. You might want to add it to some honey, but whoops, I'm sorry. Let me get back to this again. There. So you can also spread the silk out and let it dry or put it in a food dehydrator. And this can be stored for a long time for tea later on. Now, let me tell you something very exciting because canine urinary incontinence for all you pet lovers is a real concern. Bladder concerns can sometimes occur due to infection, a birth defect, blockage, or spray incontinence. And corn silk is a natural diuretic that is effective at soothing inflammation and irritation in the bladder. You just want to use it like a tea, have the animal lap it up as they do their water. So corn silk is also high in calcium, B vitamins, vitamin K, iron, zinc, potassium, magnesium, silicon, and phosphorus. So according to WebMD, it also contains tannins, which act as drying agents. And cryptoxanthin, which is a wonderful phytonutrient that acts like vitamin A. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the information on this use with animals and how safe it is. Now, many of us maybe don't want to bother with that, but maybe you want to have something on hand. This is something that you deal with regularly, and you want to have something on hand that is available to you and can last 5 years. So I love encapsulated corn silk. It's pre-measured. You open it up, you dump it into some hot water and drink it as a tea. Add a little honey for children. It's really such an amazing herb. And you know, if you've been watching my channel, my health to home classes and Preppy Herbalist have all been about the culinary uses of food as our medicine. And we have such wonderful health benefits that sometimes we just throw away. And so I had to share this with you. In a few days, I'm going to be doing a whole class on the urinary system, and then I'll be posting that on my YouTube channel as well. So you can also get herbal tinctures of corn silk and make your own, but I love the Nature Sunshine corn silk because I know the quality of it, and that I can depend on it. So corn silk provides diuretic properties as well as being analgesic. Now, analgesic means that it helps with pain. So when you have painful urination, corn silk is going to soothe it. So it enhances the ability for the body to excrete uric acid. Now, what would that mean to you? Well, if you are a person that accumulates uric acid, you're going to be more susceptible to things like gout, arthritis, any of those conditions of where uric acid will build up in the joints and cause pain. Now, the other thing is really wonderful for is prostate issues. So, if you have somebody who is dealing with prostate issues, they might want to try some corn silk. I'll leave a link in the description below for a 25% coupon. So what else is corn silk good for? Well, according to the Encyclopedia of Medicinal Plants, corn silk stimulates the production and improves the flow of bile from the liver through the bile ducts. This will make for a happier liver. So researchers in China have determined corn silk reduces blood pressure and blood clotting time. So corn silk is rich in vitamin K, which is responsible for the herb's ability to stop hemorrhages in weakened blood vessels. It has also been used during childbirth successfully to inhibit bleeding. So it certainly be worth your time to just chuck off some of that corn silk from the cob and dry it, or purchase some from Nature Sunshine with the link that I've provided. So, excuse me. Let me make sure I've got everything here. So I hope this video has been helpful, that you understand a little bit more about corn silk, maybe not just toss it out with the other parts of the corn. Give me a comment if you've used corn silk before, how you've used it, what you've used it for. I appreciate any comments, and give me a thumbs up. I also love that. Subscribe, because I have lots of videos on how food can be our medicine. And please share these, because many people need to know the value of the foods that we have and how they can support better health. So this is Dr. Mary for the Health of It. Until next time.